So the next step, step number 4, is to actually look at what the drawbacks of that behaviour is. So we looked a moment ago at the benefits, we're now looking at the drawbacks. So look at the same areas of life, the different areas of life that I mentioned a moment ago when it came to the benefits. So again, to give you some examples, with alcohol consumption, we might be looking at physical health. So that might include anything from the effect that it has on your brain, the impact that alcohol can have on the digestive tract, the damage it does to the lining of the stomach, the digestive tract, the reduction in stomach acid, imbalances in bacteria, the damaging effects it has on the hormonal health, so your stress hormones, the blood sugar problems it causes, the problems it causes with the pancreas and the liver, the problems it can cause with the adrenal glands, etc, etc, the problems it will cause in your brainwave function, etc, the effect it has on your sleep and energy levels. You know, the impacts on your physical health are immense. So next thing, mental health. Again, links in with the brain function. If you're damaging the ability of the brain to function, then certainly your mental health will be impacted, and certainly your mental health has a lot to do with your digestive health. So there's other reasons. So your ability for you to concentrate, to focus, your motivation, your productivity will all be impacted upon. Your relationships, so there may be one or more relationships suffering as a result of the alcohol that you consume. Maybe you're not as engaged with your friends and your family because of alcohol. Work. Maybe your work's impacted on, almost certainly will be. If you're waking up the next day with any kind of hangover, dehydration, then you're not going to focus and be as productive as you otherwise would be. Your finances will certainly be impacted upon. Again, family. Maybe there's particular areas of your family you don't spend time with your family. Maybe you're going out down the pub, you know, etc. You're not spending time with your family. And again, emotional health, so that's all linked in, particularly with the hormones, and also the impact it has on the brain with the neurotransmitters in the brain, which are all impacted on by alcohol consumption and taken out of balance, which then has an effect on your emotional state, as well as obviously the physical health issues and the mental causes of emotional health too. So there's numerous reasons there, numerous drawbacks to drinking alcohol, as there will be with any other kind of negative behaviour. So get really clued up, maybe do a bit of research, get really clued up on the real drawbacks behind that behaviour, because that will give you a lot of motivation and leverage to want to take action. So the final step is one that I would say is probably the most important, certainly the most impactful when it comes to making any kind of change to your behaviour, and that's to have a strong reason for doing it. You know, what's your meaningful purpose? What's the strong reason why you're going to take that action? Because until you can identify what that is, the chances of you following through, taking the action and making it a long-term lasting change is a lot less. And it's where most people go wrong. They don't have that strong reason. Sometimes when people are looking to reduce their alcohol consumption, it's because they want to lose weight. But weight loss really is not a big enough reason to want to give up alcohol. It needs to be much bigger. It needs to be bigger than yourself. It needs to be something that touches, moves and it inspires you. Finding this purpose, finding this reason is really the holy grail to making behaviour change. So that's absolutely fundamental, and I strongly recommend you spend a bit of time thinking about that. Okay, so I've given you a number of steps there, and each of them will be beneficial in lots of different ways, and each of them will no doubt take a bit of time and thought and energy to really come up with some good answers there. But in order to make a behaviour change successful certainly in the long term, you need to give it that thought. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you'd like the tips that I've given you so far and you'd like a few more, then check out my blog, which is found at mapbar101.com, and you'll get loads of other great tips like that.